Welcome all to Raven's Call Hollow. Today is 30 Thursday, which is where we do our 100 Sidekicks, 100 Disney Sidekicks collab. Once those are finished, I have other stuff to put in, but then we have our two 52-week challenge sets. Normally I put 30 into each section. Today I only have 30 to work with, and we are going to continue to put them into our Disney Sidekicks, because what we finish in our Disney Sidekicks goes into our 52-week challenge anyway. I need my calculator. I'm already forgetting stuff. There we go. And with that, we have these 2026 Year of Minis from Bookish Mama Budgets, I believe. I'll have to double check that, but I'll have it linked below, along with any of these that get love today. Like any of them that get money today will be linked below. We got quite a few, and we'll hopefully be finishing some. But what we finished today won't go in the back until next Thursday, because I have to go through. I don't put the money in them on camera because that takes me a long time. I can assure you, it takes me a long time. Alright, this is our 50-cent placements. So if one has like $1.50, that 50 cent is in here. So we are going to, I need a pen. We'll grab this one. Actually, kind of feeling like purple today, right? So we start off with $30. We do it in 50-cent increments, which puts it at 60. And we roll to see how many 50-cent pieces would go into each little section. That one gets a 3, so that would end up with $1.50. The highest each one can get is 4, which is $2. So hopefully I don't confuse myself on this. 4, and we will roll out a row, and then we will subtract. -3, -1, -4, -4, until we start getting lower down in there. Oh, it almost threw it. Oh, got us another 1. There's a 4. 3. I think this is probably the most boring part of this binder. To me, anyway. There we go. Because it takes me a little while to roll out the 62. 2. 3. So -4, -2, -2, -3. Sitting at 28. So we're at 2. 4, 1, and 2, -2, -4, -1, -2. We're at 19. We're going to set that aside. Start on our next one. 4, 4, 2, 1. So -4, -4, -2, -1 leaves us with 8, 2, 2, 4, and I think that will finish us out. -2, -2, -4 equals 0. So we made it, let's see, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23 rolls in. So we know at least 23 challenges will get some love. So what we do, each of these, let me grab it. Each of these hearts are 50 cents a piece. This one only needs 2 of the 3. So we're going to mark off that 3 and put the leftover one at the bottom. And then I will come back. That one is complete. That one saved us 6. There we go. Roll number 2 got 1 50-cent piece, which means we finished it as well. There's no leftover on that. Let's see, the Dalmatian one is from Saturn's Vault. This one is from the Budgeting RT. And the Pocahontas Percy is from Overthinking and Budgeting. And it got 4 50-cent pieces, so we can mark off 4 bones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I thought I messed that up there for a minute. There we go. There's no leftover on that one. This one is from Saturn's Vault, and it only needs 50 cents. So we will fill in that 1 50-cent piece. Mark this off. That leaves 3, so we will put it on the end. There we go. This one is from Budgeting with Lysandra, and it got 1 50-cent piece, so we will mark off 1. And mark that off. I had to make sure y'all are still recording real quick. Alright. This one is from the Cafecito budget and only needs 50 cents. And we have finished that one. There we go. And it only got 1 on its roll, so we don't have to transfer any over. This one got 4. It only needed 1. It only needs 50 cents, so we will mark off that 4. We only used 1, so 3 will come down here. This one is, this one is from What's Poppin' Sunshine. Almost forgot. This one is from Overthinking and Budgeting. We need $1. It got 3 50-cent pieces, so we can mark off 2. Make sure there's no half marks. Mark off 2. That leaves 1 left over, so we mark that off and put a 1 down here. And then we go over here. Hey girl, hey. This one is from Dawn's Sunrise Budgeting. We only needed 50 cents. Let's see, and it got 4. So we'll mark off 1. And then we transfer the other 3 of its roll to there. The next one got 2. 1, 2, and it is from Saturn's Vault. There we go. Mark that off before I forget. This one is from Save with Glow. It got 2. It needs 3 to finish, so we will come back to that one next week. This one is from A Court of Savings. It only needs 1 50-cent piece to finish, which means we can mark off that 3 and put 2 down here. Yes, marked off the 3. This one is from Budgeting with Lysandra. It only needs 50 cents. It got 2 50-cent pieces, so we can mark 1 off. She is complete. So we mark that off and put the remaining 1 there. These are $1 a piece. Yes. This one is from Ange Budget and Debt. It got 4, which means it has $2. So we'll mark that off. And that means we can mark off both of these. And I'm not filling those in all the way because, as you can see, sometimes it bleeds and sometimes it don't. And then it still needs 50 cents, so we will see it again next week. And this one is from Steph's on a Budget. It got one 50-cent piece, so we mark off one. And now I can actually go in and put one of these like 50-cent placement dollars in, because it has a full dollar now marked off. This one is from Save with Glow. It got two 50-cent pieces. These are 50 cents a piece except for the one we already marked off. So we'll mark that 2 off. And now I can switch over to this one. And this one is from A Quart of Savings, and we've gotten into about where we left off last time. It got 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I completely forgot about that one in the corner we could have done, but that is okay. It took the full 4, so we mark that off and move on. This one is from Dawn's Sunrise Budgeting. They are 50 cents a slipper. And we have 4 50-cent pieces, which means we can fill in 4 slippers. There we go. We'll mark off that 4. Put this one back in here. There we go. This one is from Ange Budget and Debt. It got 2 50-cent pieces, which means we can fill in 1 bowl, because these are $1 a piece. And I may have to go back and see if that was a 50-cent piece or not. I should go ahead and color in the spaghetti just in case. Yeah, we're going to have some food colored noodles, huh? I'll go back and see if that is a 50-cent or if it was just me filling in just the bowl. I don't know. This one is from A Quart of Savings, and they are 50 cents a piece, regardless of the number on the die. It got 1, so we can fill in 1. Come on. There we go. I almost forgot to mark that off. This one is from the Budgeting RT. We got 2 50-cent pieces, which means we can mark off 2. And then when we come back next week, it'll have a full dollar in it. And I didn't mark that. There we go. And this one is from What's Poppin' Sunshine. It got 2 50-cent pieces, which means we can take out that $1. There we go. This one is from Steph's on a Budget. They're 50 cents a piece. It got 4 50-cent pieces. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Mark that off. This one is from Spooky Budgets. We got 1 50-cent piece, so we can fill in 1 cloud. There we go. Mark that off. And this one, I said I was going to come back and fill those in with red around them, but I didn't do it. Alright, this one is from Budgeting with a Ginger. They're 50 cents a piece. We got 3 50-cent pieces, which means we can fill in 3 fires. There's 1, 2 and 3. There we go. Mark off that 3. This one is from the Budgeting RT. It got 3 50-cent pieces. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Let's see, do we have an even number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do not. So 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put a $1 on this one. There we go. And then the next time we get $1 for that one, we can mark that one off. This one is from Budgeting with Lysandra. It got 1 50-cent piece. So we will scribble out 1. Go ahead and write on there before I forget. And mark that off. And this one is from Steph's on a Budget. It got 3. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we'll do 50 cents a piece. There we go. So we can scribble off 3 clouds. Like so. And there we go. I almost forgot to mark that off. This one is from Divine Savings Co. We got 2 50-cent pieces, so we will do 2 squares. And that way that'll save us $4 at the end of that, so 50 cents. You'd think I would do some of these ahead of time. And this one is from Toria's Budgets, and we are putting 1 on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we'll do 50 cents a piece on these. There we go. And that is the end of our rolls. And there we go. Let's see. We made it, what, 30 in? Hold on, I'm trying to math. 16, 20, 30. Yep, we got 30 total challenges in. That's awesome. We don't need our marker no more. And I don't have 30 individually to go into this one, but we have our completed challenges from the last time we got to play, or the last time we got to roll. And I split it into 2 because there's 2 sets, and I believe there is $16 in each set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes. And then this one should be 16 as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes. And we use these, since these are mostly 1s and the occasional 5, we use these 2, 3, 4 to fill in any of the 1 slots. So we're going to fill in this 4, and later if I need 1s I can come back in here and condense down. Let's poke that in there. It feels like we make more progress when we can actually fill them in. Let's see. So we don't have any on these done. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 for that 9, 1 on that 11, and 2 on that 12, which gives us all the 1s that these would need, and then we come back with a 5 for this one and 10s on these later. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure I put it in the right one. But since it will still need some, we're going to fold it over another turn and put it in this way so we know that it's incomplete. That way when we bring our $30 in, hopefully next week, we'll be able to, I'll try to do 10s coming in next week, and that way we can fill those in. And that goes into the 12, and I did this one backwards. There we go. And that way they're the same. What do we have left for this section? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We could do 13 on that one, and then 17 on that one. And then if I have to come in and condense to use the ones, then I will go ahead and condense it down into one of the bigger numbers. Oop, I dropped it. So there we go. And then fold it over, lets us know that we need to come back with bigger bills for those, and that is that section. Yeah, 2. And now we come into this one. Let's see, so we need 1 for 6. Oh, come on. There we go. Get in there. That was 6. So now we're going to put in for 7. And then we'll come back with 5s for this one. Hopefully next week, or at least within the next couple weeks. 3 goes into this one. And then I believe we have a 2. 2, 3, 4. That one less dollar bill. Make it a little easier to fold up. Not take up as much space in that 9. There we go. Now we got 11 and 12. So we got 1 and 2. And then we can do 13 after that. Sorry if I'm pulling this out of frame. I just thought about that. Nope, 12. This way. And then we put these into 13. 13 has money in it already, so we will move up to 18. Nope, 18 has money in it too. 23. There we go. There's the next one that needs 3. And that's how we will do that. And then for our next 30 Thursday, I will be back with the completed ones from this week ready to go in here, and all the money that's evened out in here. I think that made sense. Anyway, there is that. I'm going to poke that in there. But I'll be coming back to it in a few minutes. Try to get this done before I have to go pick my kids up from school. We shall see. But I'm going to get this edited and posted while I'm in the school pickup line, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Anyway, if you have made it this far, thank you. And I appreciate you. And I hope to see you again. Bye.